Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. A late-season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the NC State Wolfpack taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. On the move. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play. That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return. This field position.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They've been running it, but now the pass. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown Tide! And once he got loose, it was all over. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll go right back to him. Oh, what a move to get room. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looks as if he's going to run it. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Calls his own number, and he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a crease to the left. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, NC State 14, Alabama 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's going up top. And he reels it in inside the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's right on target. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Incomplete, and the defense holds.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
That's reeled in. It's Ellington. Makes the catch and knocked down.
I like like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. Somebody catch a big fella.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Feeling some heat. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll ride his man on the option. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Goes to the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Shotgun snap on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilmore. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. NC State quick to the line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on
This
down.
fucking quarterback and these niggas suck, bro. There's no fucking way, bro.
Try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires left. And the ball is intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The snap sets up the throw. Still looking on the move.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. NC State will pick up the 1st down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they go back on top. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gilmore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. They'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
That's why as a defense you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
Just 1 for 3 on 4th down today, but they'll try to move those chains with this play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dances away from the heat. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Fast motion from the offense. On the ground, it's Matthews. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Offense, quick tempo. They'll try the run. At the 45 on his way. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, when he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's fired. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He was oh so close to wrapping up this 3rd quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Alabama 21, NC State 20.
First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They move on top here in the 4th.
Number 27.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the 4th.
NC State 26.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 10 set to kick this one away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football. That last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He fires to the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Trying the left side. Powers through the defender. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll give it to him again. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll try the left side. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Second down coming up.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
Touchdown, Bama! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Looking to throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
That's a decision I think the head coach is going to be questioned about after this football game, because you could have just tied the game easily with an extra point kick. You went for the lead. You come up short. Do you have time? Can your defense get you the ball back to give you an opportunity to win this one?
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They're trying to get to him. Wide open downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And the defense has a big decision to make here. You've got the lead. It's late in the game, 4th quarter, critical 4th down. Are you going to sit back and play safe in coverage, or do you want to get aggressive and get after the quarterback here if you're anticipating pass?
4th down, gotta have it here. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He finds his man. Knocked off his feet. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Play number 10 on this series. The give to the left side. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, the bad news is you didn't come away with a touchdown there, but the good news is you didn't turn it over. You're in field goal range here. You have the opportunity in the fourth quarter to now take the lead.
And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock. That last field goal looks like the game winner if they can keep them from getting in field goal range here right at the end. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off for the third time today.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past.